Hi, this week our film was Casablanca, and it was my first time watching it, and surprisingly, I really liked it. Usually, I assume that all black and white movies are going to be boring or going to be very long, and this movie, surprisingly, I really liked because it was a love story, but I really liked it because it was a love story between two two people. It was between Rick and Elsa, and it was also between Elsa and her husband, Laszlo. So in the assignment, it calls for one scene in particular to see if it has any elements of classic Hollywood cinema. And the scene I would like to look at today is called the Play It Sam scene. The Play It Sam scene to me is one of my favorite parts of the movie because it distinguishes dialogue between both sides. It talks with Sam and Elsa talking about Rick and how she's bad luck to him, but then finally Rick comes into the picture. This is where I want to start off for my point out for elements that is classic Hollywood cinema. So, the first one I noticed was the lighting. So, Casablanca, as we know, is a black and white film, but this scene where Rick and Elsa meet eye contact again, or see each other again, Elsa's eyes give off a little glare while she's looking up at him. So, this scene I interpret it as Elsa's looking at him in awe, while Rick's kind of looking at her either in shock or like very surprised to see her again. The music in this part of Play It Sam, Sam singing a song that Elsa really wanted to hear to bring up for old time's sake. So most likely when they were in Paris together, Rick and Elsa that is. But when Rick comes to the picture and scolds Sam for playing it, Rick kind of makes eye contact or eye indication to like look that way, and he sees Elsa. When they meet eye contact or when a close up of Elsa's face and Rick's face, it plays a very dramatic dark tone. The editing in the scene is quite minimal, but it still fits in with the whole situation. Once Elsa and Rick meet eye contact again, it cuts to Sam packing up all of his piano stuff and getting out of the picture, then it goes back to close-ups. The camera distance in this following scene kind of plays a huge part, or it works very well with the scene, especially when Elsa and Sam are talking about Rick. It goes back and forth, but still at a far away length. But when Rick comes to the picture, the camera follows him walking up and then talking to Sam. And once Elsa and Rick make eye contact, it's a close up of their face to give them a kind of a deep look in their eyes. So those were the elements that I saw in this scene. To me, the movie was really good, and I really hope the good and bad and the ugly will be better.